All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Four down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. He finds an opening, gets the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
Who's on 85?
Gun! Gun! Gun!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays
All right,
have
now,
him on the move on first down.
56.
They go play action here on first down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Hey, watch number 5, watch number 5.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Overload.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Check that. We're on Mike 50.
Back to the air on second down. Murray.
All right, pick it up.
And he comes back with one complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
Another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from it.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Hey.
Off play action. Murray. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Operating from the gun. Murray. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. The Conley's got it over the middle. The 20, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Tackle
No,
there by Alex
Patriot!
Anzalone.
Patriot!
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this was a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
On first and 10, Murray. And that is incomplete here. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And now it's second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them
All right,
picked
now,
off.
lucky 56,
After the
lucky
incomplete
56.
pass here now is second and 10.
Hey, boys, we got
Off the play fake, Murray throwing for his running back. He's got him complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Detroit! Gun!
Off play action, Murray. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
Okay, Betty, I see you.
Detroit! Gun!
Throwing on first down, Murray. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
They're coming.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
Off the play fake, Murray. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. In for the score. And the Ravens are in for 6. First quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Gets around him. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Let's see if it's that easy here. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action or stick something to him between the second and the third level.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, good game catch the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw, and that's incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Off play action. Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On 3rd and 2, Murray. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
4 down, 4 down.
Gun!
Backfield, motion out of the backfield.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kid's either a punt, right? Field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
Check three.
On first down, Murray. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but
Watch
able
it
to
now,
contain him on that play.
Over!
Strip the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 39 that time. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there's going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing of defense and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all they needed. First down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's their quarterback on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Listen, there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 30 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
On first down, he'll drop the throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. Third down here. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3, cut balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Leopard! Leopard!
Off the play fake. Murray. And he finds a man on a crossing route. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there and stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled.
Murray fighting, lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Over! Detroit! Pass!
Throwing on third and long. Murray. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Watch it now, Barney,
18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth
Back
down.
down, Philly, here we go.
Now they try the right side here. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Out. 3 down.
Come on, let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
You got tight right there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Switch.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Conley, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And he's able to put it through. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10.
Gun! Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
7's the mic.
Here's Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football.
Leopard!
We'll call it lack of skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. We don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this.
4 down. Alert.
And they'll run it here. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and throw for it here. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from fourth down to first.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
On first and 10, Murray fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 37. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to get, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll fire away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit him over the top.
Murray now. Looking left side. Andrews with it complete. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. But with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Tight right, tight right.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gone, 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 gone.
Switch.
Gone, 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 gone.
Mike 52. Hey, D.
To throw again. Murray. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Single, 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 single.
Hot, hot.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Throwing on first down. Murray, he's going to float this one deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Murray. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Stays on his feet. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So after the penalty, we'll have one final untimed play here before halftime.
After you. Check 31. Check 31. Check 9.
Hot!
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final two quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is. I don't create that hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
Check 37. Check 37.
They'll set up a throw. His throw incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Pick 6, baby.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
It shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to the locker room at the half.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Four down. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Watch Mike. Don't get no.
Detroit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down. Back to throw. Murray. And incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Murray, flush to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. As his guys are in for 6. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The extra point hits the left upright but goes through anyway. And that will extend this big lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Chiefs now. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though. Because you're exactly right. All game long, they struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ohio! Hey. 4 down. Ohio! Watch 17. Ohio!
They'll drop to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They dropped to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Ohio! Flex round! 90 is a mic. Hut! Hey, come on,
They're going to try and throw. And able to find Conley. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
3 down. Flex round! 90 is a mic. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Flex round! 90 is a mic. Let's go, Flex round!
Now he'll make the throw here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
They're set up to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Flex
to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Anthony Averett picks it. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And they'll go on the ground. And he's got room. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 72 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
We got 4.
Detroit! Detroit!
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. In for the score. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Will be kicking off. Number 39 after return.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Ohio!
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They're A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. The 40, the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Conley, 97 yards. And it may only be for pride now, but the Chiefs get a bit closer.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. You know what it says? Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Check 26, check 26.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
All play action. Murray. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense
check,
out
Patriot,
there and go for it here on 4th.
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check, check. 47.
Over.
Off the play fake. Murray. Now he'll turn and throw deep. And got his man complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Tight right.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
We got 4.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And on the ground they go with a running back. Spin.
Balance.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
4 down. 4 down.
Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. The Ravens on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Tight on the right, tight on the right.
Now they'll run it on the taunt. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. You and I both know. Well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
3 down, 3 down. Double tight, double tight.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
It looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just it wasn't a fumble. Back to throw. Murray. His throw caught at about the 5. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They'll give it to him right up the gut.
You don't want none, baby.
Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Detroit!
They probably
Detroit!
don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Island over there. Single receiver.
Operating from the gun. Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And it is no good. So maybe a little final act of mercy there. And that's how this one ends. Oh, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So for the Ravens, they'll wrap up the campaign an impressive 15-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.